cheers.
Cheers.
Yes.
Cheers. And I finished my beer.
Do you want to grab another one then?
Yeah, wait.
Okay.
I have
All
water
right.
here.
All right, up to you. Hello. Welcome to the pod.
Welcome to the chaos. I'm Mel.
I'm Lorrie. Should I have sang that? I'm Lorrie.
I don't know. I've been in a sing-songy kind of mood, I guess.
I mean, I just watched Mean Girls, so I guess it's a whole musical situation.
How was it?
I thought it was cute. Like, I thought it was like a fun time. Is it like the best musical I've ever seen in my life? Not necessarily, but I thought it was fun. I mean, I know there's a lot of hate for it because like a lot of people are comparing the songs with the Broadway songs, but I'm also
really?
I do kind of think the girl who plays Katie was kind of boring. I don't want to put like hate on anyone, but I don't know. Her acting was just kind of like fine. And then the songs were kind of lackluster, to be honest. I wanted to give it a chance because I had already seen TikToks of people mostly about her. And I was like, look, it's a movie about a musical that's about a movie. And like, I'll like give it a chance because Broadway is a different medium than a movie. Because like you have to have energy and like project a lot in Broadway, obviously, because it's theater, it's a stage performance, and the main thing you're really going for, even though there's in between scenes, I think you're really going for the music and stuff. And I feel like the scene's going to be a little different from a movie because there's more visual context. I feel like, I mean, not everyone's gonna agree with me, and I feel like sometimes the context will justify the way that they're singing certain things because you're not projecting in it because it's a movie.
Right.
You're already getting other parts of the act from the rest of the movie. But I wanted to give it a chance, but then we watched it and I was like, damn, I'm not gonna lie, she's kind of boring.
Yikes. Oh, man.
I was like,
you watched the musical, right?
No,
you watched the one on Broadway?
No, Kayala has.
Okay.
And I think I don't know if you watched it with Reneé. There was two people who have done, that I know of, that have done Regina, and Reneé Rapp obviously being one of them. And then I think the original girl, her name is like Taylor something, and I heard like everyone really loves her, Regina as well. And I think that's the one that Kayala might have seen. I don't think he saw Reneé Rapp for it.
Okay.
But he's like a theater guy, and I'm starting to think though that this movie, I don't think Broadway people is the audience, and I know that sounds weird because it is a musical, but I almost feel like it's a movie trying to find a new audience, like maybe people who kind of enjoy musicals but not really sure about them, or people like me. I'm not a theater person, but I do enjoy Broadway and like musicals. And will I be judgy in some aspects? Of course, like I think Katie's boring or something like that. But I still feel like it was kind of fun. I think Reneé was good as Regina. She's really good at doing like a bitch face.
Yeah.
And
nice.
She like the whole movie, I'm like, she has like the bitch stare down real well. And I feel if you Sex Life
she
with
does.
College
I mean,
Girl,
like, yeah.
I feel like
Mean Girl good.
I feel like Leighton is Regina George, but has more character development because it's a TV show. But they're basically the same in that aspect. Because Leighton was the rich girl who was like, ew, go away. I think she did really well. It's Reneé, she has good runs. I think her songs were fun. There's some really. I liked her the Halloween scene. There's a song that she does during that I actually really liked. When she's dressed as like the angel and stuff. And I like her intro song, the I'm Regina George.
Okay.
And then Auli'i Carvalho, aka Moana.
Okay.
She's Janice, and I don't know, I liked her character too.
Funny.
I thought she was pretty funny. The guy who plays Damien was pretty funny.
Okay.
They did make Janice an actual lesbian in this one, so that was fun.
They didn't make her an actual lesbian?
No, they did make her. She's not a lesbian in the original movie.
Oh, okay. Yes, because that was a rumor in the original movie.
Yeah, I remember at the end of the movie, the joke is, I'm
Yeah,
Lebanese.
Lebanese, not lesbian. So they actually made her lesbian in the
Yeah, she
movie.
has a little date for like
Funny.
the spring fling and whatever.
That's
Also, she
cute.
can't say Lebanese because she's Ali and she's not Lebanese. Don't think that would work. She very much looks
Yeah,
white.
right.
She
Okay,
looks
yeah,
Islander.
she does. She does.
So I don't think that would have worked. They changed like some stuff here and there. Kayla said they did cut out like a couple of songs that maybe would have been better choices from the Broadway musical, because you're gonna have to cut out a few things for like the movie, just generally, or else it's gonna end up being too long. But yeah, there's a lot of criticism with it, mostly because people didn't like Katie, but also because people didn't think the music had as much energy as the Broadway play. But again, I think it's more of context. Not everyone's going to agree with me, but I do agree about the Katie criticism.
I think that everyone's just going to be a critic. Unfortunately, this girl, I have seen her somewhere else.
Look up her IMDb. But like for me, like I said, I think it's trying to look for a new audience. Maybe like people who are, like I said, like me, maybe aren't theater people, but kind of enjoy musicals. I know it wasn't advertised as a musical, so that's why a lot of people hated it. But they couldn't market it as a musical because Hollywood doesn't really advertise musicals because they don't think they're going to do well. But if you're trying to, but then I don't think it's a good introduction to trick people into watching a musical either. I feel like you should test musicals by actually advertising a musical and just see how it does,
Yeah. And I think there's other movie musicals too that have done very well, like Grease,
Hairspray, which was also a Broadway play.
And
it sounded like you said horse spray. It sounded like you said horse spray. What is horse spray?
Hairspray. West Side Story. There's a whole bunch. In the Heights, although very, very criticized, still made money. People still went to watch it.
But I still like enjoyed the movie,
Right.
I feel like I'm also I also feel like, especially with entertainment, it's like life, like it's very gray. It's not just black and white, and I feel like a lot of people go to either extreme of like they hate the movie or it's really great. And I'm like, I feel like there's a lot more nuance to things than that. But
of course.
I can still enjoy something, but not think it's the best either.
Of course, yeah.
Anyways, I thought it was a good time. Whatever. I thought it was a cute little movie.
Cool.
And all the gays who love Reneé Rapp will love that because somehow 100%. Her as a mean girl is kind of hot. Just
it is, isn't it? We like that. We like a mean femme. You know what I mean?
As Leighton, I wasn't really attracted to Reneé Rapp as Leighton, but I am when she's just Reneé Rapp herself. But kind of as Regina, I can see it though.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
Not as much Leighton. Maybe it's because I don't like Leighton's outfits.
Yeah, she's very preppy. She's too preppy. But I think with her character development on the show, I started to really warm up to her. Yeah, for sure. But very cool. Very cool. Yeah. Speaking of movies, real quick, have you seen the trailer for this movie called Madam Web?
Yeah, a couple times. I feel like I'll still watch it, but I feel like it's one of those movies where I feel like they're telling actors they're going to be part of the MCU, but not really.
Yeah, me and Travis are gonna go watch it on
Charlie
Valentine's
wants to watch
Day
it
when it comes out.
That's when it comes out.
We're gonna go see it. Yeah, it comes out on Valentine's Day next week.
Well, it might be good. Who knows? But like, I don't mind the cast. But it also still feels like a movie Marvel is just tossing out there, but not. It just seems like it's probably not gonna. They didn't really take the time to really hone in on it. Because they do that because there's so many different Marvel things now. I feel like they're just kind of pushing a bunch of shit out at this point, and I just don't ever know.
But I think that there's a new Marvel phase in the works right now.
No, I know, but like even this though, their new Phase 5 and some of the movies that they've come out with the last couple years, like, don't even make sense with the new phase. There's not even complete explanations that go into some of the other ones. It's like a whole thing. It just it doesn't seem as cohesive anymore now that the old MCU is done. And it sucks because there could be good movies.
We'll see. We'll see, I guess. We'll see. I'm hyped to watch it just because, like, it's like a lot of women on it. And I'm like, I'm down for that. Let's go. But really quickly, before we get into our topic, I wanted to share that so Travis got me this perfume bottle from this place called Olfactory. Have you been?
No.
So it's a place where you go and make your own scent, like create your own perfume. Yeah. So he got it to me. He gave it to me up for Christmas, but we haven't been able to go, you know, because life. So we went yesterday, and I made my own scent. It's sick. I'm gonna show you the bottle.
That seems fun. Where is it at?
It's so cool. There's a couple locations in the city. There's 3, but we went to the one in the West Village on Bleecker. But this is it. It has my name on it.
Olfactory. Okay.
Yes, and it's really cool, and it smells so good. Like you go in there, you pick your base note. They have 10. And you choose that, and then you sit with the person who's gonna help you, you know, flesh out what you want, like on the rest of the notes. And like they helped me kind of like pick and like my 10 of them. So they like put this one. I picked Hunter as my base note, and it's kind of like a sweet woody kind of scent. And then she put it on like 10 little papers, and then she kind of like mixed up like a whole bunch of like notes to see like what I would like. And I was like, I want this to be like, you know, my daily perfume. I want to just put it on and just walk out the door, but I also want to go out and smell like nice too, smell like I'm going out on a date or whatever. And she was like, okay. And so she mixed them up for me. I chose my top 4, and then she put some like on here, like one here, one here, one here, one here. So she's like, go outside in the fresh air, smell them out there. We went outside and we're like, we're like, oh my God, I don't know. And then we ended up like going on like one that was right here. But yeah, she was just like, okay, great. Like, and you could also create your own like lotion too. If you wanted a lotion, if you wanted like a body wash, you can do that too. But I'm obsessed. Like, I haven't even put it on my skin yet. I haven't sprayed it on my skin because, you know, I haven't really gone out since yesterday like that. But so cool. Like, I definitely like recommend like you to go, like maybe with Charlie. Like, it's like such a like little experience. Like, I'm telling everybody about it.
Okay.
Like, cool. I'm obsessed. So cool.
Mine's gonna be called Smell This Bitch.
What are you wearing? Smell this bitch.
Smell this bitch. Or this bitch. Can you smell what the Rock is cooking?
That's mad long. It'll take the whole entire
I know, it's just the whole
thing. And what's best about it, non-spawn, you can, after you're done with it, you can reorder it on the website. Like, create your own account and then reorder it. Nice. You kidding me? Cool as shit. But I'm obsessed. I was like, this is my scent. I created this. Me. But yeah, that was it. That was like my highlight of the last few days.
Nice. I mean, Charlie's here. She's always a highlight. But also,
stop.
I finally went to the doctor after last week when I thought I had a fucking appointment, but I didn't have an appointment because I fucked up the dates. I got it rescheduled for Monday, and I finally went, and I got a mad sinus infection, and but yeah, so I'm taking like a bunch of pills for the next week and a half, and
okay, you sound so much better.
Yeah, I do. Yeah, I didn't have. I took some medicine.
Hello. Your hair looks amazing.
Oh, sorry. You gotta put the...
Your hair looks amazing. Hello. Are those bangs? Are those new?
You can
no bangs. No bangs. I just flat-ironed my hair and I had some headphones on.
It's so long. Like, whoa.
Very long.
So freaking long.
Do you see this Gojo? But do you see this Christmas present that she got from Chris and Kayla?
So fucking sick. So fucking sick. Oh my god!
For all the anime girlies out there.
I just finished Jujutsu Kaisen like the last season, like a little while ago.
Oh, you watched the whole Shibuya
bonkers. Fucking bonkers. I was like, what is gonna happen now?
Yeah, I know.
Sick. Crazy shit.
I said you were a highlight of my week.
Yeah. She said, you're always a highlight when you're around. Oh.
Okay,
So cute.
I like your whole
Look at that.
setup thing you got going on. This is very cool.
Thanks, babe.
All right, well, back to watching TV shows. And you can do your little podcast.
Yeah.
I just wanted to say hi.
Hi. Enjoy your TV show.
I need my AirPod back.
Don't leave. We're just gonna hear it.
She's just gonna listen to us while she's watching TV, just lurking.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Oh my god! Real quick, the other highlight of the last few days was hell yeah! So they know what's coming. So I went to this Filipino spot.
Oh yeah,
I ordered from Max's.
Yeah, Max's.
I reached out to Lorrie and I was like, "Does this place sound good?" And she was like, "Oh, that's a chain."
That's not how it is a chain, and I know. I was like, "Oh, I know Max's." Yeah.
Yeah, because she said that she likes it better than Jollibee, which I also ordered.
I also hate Jollibee. That's apparently a controversial opinion, but Jollibee chicken, the chicken joy is good and all, but like it's not my first choice of chicken. I'd rather get Korean fried chicken or some sort of like soul food place for chicken. If you gave it to me, I'd eat it. But like all their other stuff, like the palabok and other shit like that, is kind of trash. And the other thing that actually is good at Jollibee is the peach mango pies. So you can have that if you want to.
So what's funny is that I've only had the peach mango pie once, like a couple years ago. But the one thing I ordered from Jollibee is their deluxe chicken sandwich. That's the one thing I get, and their mashed potatoes, which rival KFC.
But the thing is like that's not really Filipino food.
No,
which
I
is
get
why
it. I get it.
Well, no, but that's why I also is like people go there for like chicken mashed potatoes, but I'm just like,
right.
That's not even Filipino food, which shouldn't be the reason why Jollibee is popular. I don't like their extra Filipino food, and it's
every time I see pictures of Jollibee's like spaghetti and stuff like that, I just be looking at it like. Sauce.
Don't get me wrong, though. Filipinos do have sweet spaghetti, though. So I mean, that's already a weird dish, anyways.
I'm not mad at sweet spaghetti. I feel like if it's done right, I'll eat it. And I have had sweet spaghetti before, and I fuck with it. What I got from Max's though, I got lumpia. Gotta get the lumpia. I love their sauce that comes with the lumpia. What is that?
What sauce?
It's like a tangy, sweet. I thought it was
just sweet chili sauce.
I looked at it. It's just sweet chili sauce. It's just like really creamy.
Oh,
it's just like
banana ketchup, maybe.
Ketchup-y. Oh,
I hate banana ketchup though, so we'd be opposite.
I don't think it tastes very much like banana. You know, every time banana.
No. Banana ketchup doesn't taste like banana. That's not. It's just what it's called. The Jufran banana ketchup. It doesn't really taste like banana. But it's like a sweet, spicy, ketchup-y thing. That's the only thing I can think of if you think it looks like ketchup. Otherwise, you
I thought it
looked
like ketchup a little bit. Yeah, I mean, I guess I fuck with it. I liked it. I was like, ooh, I like it a lot. But
the other sauce that, and then we use a lot of sweet chili sauce, which is just this.
Yeah, that. I mean, I don't know. Maybe it was that too, but I just felt like it was like a different sweet chili sauce that I'm used to. I got their sinigang. So I just got the sinigang, and it was like a whole ass like tub, which was like amazing. I ate like twice. And I got a regular rice, like a small rice, and they gave me like 3 bowls of rice in like a fucking container. I'm here like, what's a large rice? What's a large rice? Because like this is a large rice to me right now. But whatever.
I think we're also like used to restaurants not giving us enough in like New York and stuff.
Yeah. Like the fuck. So I got that the first day, and then the next day I went and I picked up from the place, and then this time I got the sisig. I like the seasick, but unfortunately, I didn't like it that much.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, I
It's
didn't
not
like
for
it as much
everyone.
as Megan. So I was just kind of like, I don't know. No, not great for me. I like the one at Tradición more.
Okay.
Yes, yes. But oof, another highlight. Delicious. Very, very delicious.
Max's is always near like a seafood city or something. I grew up with one in the Bay Area. And we would go there sometimes. I haven't been there in years.
Yeah.
But yeah.
It was yummy. It was very, very yummy. I really love the sinigang. It was like, it was very close to your mom's.
Don't tell my mom that.
No? Oh, just kidding. I guess because I haven't had too many, so I'm just kind of like getting used to the tamarind flavor and soup.
No, but you always
like,
you always gotta ham it up to like the moms and the grandmas and stuff.
Well, that's the best I ever had. Okay, and the best I ever will have. If Lori's mom is watching.
I'll send her that. I'll send that to her.
Yeah, best thing you gotta ever have in my life. Just so you know.
You know, you gotta make sure she still invites you to the house, you know?
Oh, yeah. Please invite me. Please, don't disown me.
Oh, did you get Thoughtin? I don't know if you did. The banana.
I didn't. Next time I will.
Okay. All right.
And the corn. I want to do the corn too. Thing that you were telling me about. Remember the maíz?
Oh, the maíz con queso. Yeah.
Maíz con queso. Mm-hmm.
That's a weird dish for Filipinos. Really like corn for like desserts, but it's like a sweet corn, obviously. But also, I know that cheese and corn sounds weird to some people. But one of my favorite ice creams is maíz con queso, and it's corn cheese ice cream. I know that sounds weird, but it's sweet and it's delicious, and I like to have it with either mango ice cream or ube ice cream, and it's together just great. Great time.
Sounds great to me. I want it.
All right, I think we have to move on because we have been talking for a minute.
So long.
So long. Sorry, guys. Well, we were gonna do I was just looking at like icebreaker kind of topics because I feel like we just need a good laugh and some like lighter conversation. I feel like we've been going kind of deep into things a little bit. So I just chose like a couple of questions. So I have 4, but we might only get through like 2 or 3, but we'll see. Just a fun time. Just get to know us in a different way, I guess. So first question I have is, I kind of feel like I already know yours because I feel like this was on your dating profile. What's the most useless skill you possess?
I mean, yeah, it is the one that's always on
Do you have another one?
I have one. I'm trying to think of another one. The most useless skill I have is damn. I just feel like my skills are useful. You know what I mean? I have useful skills.
It could be useful to you, but maybe not to other people.
Not to the world. Yeah. When I see a license plate, I remember it immediately. I'll see it and like and it could be useful, okay? It could be useful, but for me, I feel like I do it randomly to like cars that I don't need to really memorize all that much. I feel like I'll just kind of like remember them, and I sort of will sing it in my head a little bit so that I remember it even more. You know, like when you watch a commercial and like there's a jingle to the phone number, I remember it like that.
I feel like
148 Empire today. You know, it's like that. I remember it like that.
I like that. That's the one that you chose. That's so funny. I always do AutoZone for some reason.
Yes.
I know the jingles.
AutoZone is another one.
I feel like I have only an approximate knowledge of many things, and that can be useful sometimes. But a lot of the time, it's just like when I'm like, a Snapple random fact of the day person. Like, I might just have a random fact for you that gives you no use for the day. So either I'm really great at trivia or I'm absolute trash. Like, there's no in between. But the only approximate knowledge of many, like, I know tidbits of a lot of little things, which is why it'll never help for me to master anything. But just enough.
Yeah, I relate to this very hard.
And then I think my other one is that I wouldn't say it's useless, but maybe it is. But I've memorized like every credit card that I have, and that actually is more dangerous than anything, because when I don't have to look at my card to type it into something, it's actually very bad, and I spend money. So
yep. I was very good at that within the last like few years, and I don't know, maybe like the weed did something to my brain, but now I'm really having trouble remembering like the third series of the 4 numbers in my card, and so I always forget it, but I remember the other ones, and I remember every other number on the card, like, you know, those 3 little numbers that you have to always put everywhere.
But yeah, that's memorizing. I haven't memorized last year just because my brain doesn't want to anymore.
I also am really good with like celebrity names.
I'm not.
I'm very good with that. Like, I feel like I realize that I am good at it when I'm like talking to Travis, and he's like, oh, it's this person, and I'm like, is it this, like, first and last name? And he's like, oh, sure, yeah. I think they are. I think it is that guy. And I'm like, yeah, I'm like, I feel like I watch a lot of TV, and I think I'm really good with like face and name. Like, once I know the face and the name, I can, it's locked in.
I feel like I also can relate anything to a song. I don't know how useful that is to people. Because you and I constantly are singing songs at anything that we say.
1000%. Everything's a song. I think this is a millennial thing, though. I feel like I
think older people
very
too,
much like
Gen X would probably, like, right before us, like my older siblings, they probably would too. Yeah.
Yeah, I think we'd be really good at a game of song association. I feel like if people would give us like a couple words.
Yeah, I'm not good with like song names, but if they're like, pick a song that's about cars, I don't know, and just start saying the words to a song, then I can probably do that.
Yeah, 100%. Oh, I will play that game all day. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Next question.
Yes.
Okay. Well, I kind of said this earlier, but what's something everybody should try at least once? Not drugs. I mean, you can if you
not drugs. But whatever, you know.
Not judging.
Your prerogative.
I think mine is. I think everyone should do this actually more than once, maybe a few times, just to explore. But explore something outside of your hometown. Like, go to a different place. I mean, it doesn't have to be super far, but just do. I don't know. Not that I judge like small towns or anything, but it's just. I don't know. I'm not gonna lie to you. I just don't trust people who've never left their hometown. Because, like, I mean, I guess the internet exists, and that helps a little bit to get different perspectives on things. But I feel like traveling somewhere, and also keeping yourself open and not just being like, I fucking hate this, and like, but I'm gonna go. And, you know, it's. I just feel like everyone should at least try to get out of their hometown and just travel somewhere for a little bit. Yeah. And actually try to take it in, you know?
Yeah, I agree. I think it creates perspective. I think that when you are living in your hometown for a certain amount of time, your worldview gets like smaller and smaller and smaller.
I feel like it also might open you up to things that you didn't know you would like, and you'd be like, oh, this is kind of sick, you know?
Yeah, like cuisines, you know, that you didn't think that you would fuck with until like you tested your palate a little bit. You don't know. Or, you know, places that you never thought that you'd like, or art that you'd never thought that you'd experience, or it's just so much to find out in the world, you know? So yes, I agree. I love that. I feel like I've always thought about this, but I think that I feel like maybe not a should. Like, I don't want to should anybody, but I think that people may have a good experience doing this because, again, it gains perspective. But I feel like maybe working in a hospitality customer service kind of environment, I think that a lot of people, depending on where you're from and how you lived your life and what was your upbringing, again, they have a very narrow view, especially of like customer service and hospitality and servers and all that stuff. And I think that if you put yourself in that position, and if you really understand what it means to take care of people, to serve food, to like put yourself in that place, then like you really are gonna find out like what it is to serve. And I think like that goes like beyond like, you know, working at like a restaurant or whatever, like volunteering, you know, at a soup kitchen, or, you know, just like something that you're serving people. I think that is an incredibly humbling experience, and I think everyone maybe should go through it at least once.
Yeah, I can see that. I think just doing some sort of something outside of what you know a little bit, just to see, yeah, especially when having to deal with, like, I don't really have to deal with clients much anymore. But like my first job was at a grocery store, and you know, it's working at a grocery store and you meet all these kinds of people. I've volunteered at things too, and I've done a lot of freelance random shits. You know, you get to just like learn different things, because there are people that get into positions that it's like there's, I know people don't always see these kinds of people, but the people who just think certain jobs are beneath them, and it's just like, come on, y'all.
Yep. It's those people. I'm talking to y'all. I'm talking to y'all. I just feel like no job is beneath anyone else's job. It's all a job.
Well, that perspective too, you're still paying these people to do, like example, like a coffee shop. You're still paying these people to make your coffee because your ass doesn't want to make coffee at home. You're paying people first, either, or you can't, or like labor intensive jobs like repairmen and handymen or whatever. It's, you're paying a person for a service that you either cannot do or are not able to do well. So nothing is below anyone because they're still doing skills that you probably do not possess.
100%. And then like on the reverse of that, on the opposite end of that, I think everyone should have work on a DIY project. I think, again, it's a very humbling experience, and you get to accomplish something. Like, you get to like really do something for yourself. I love people on TikTok that like fucking make their own tables and stuff. Look at you built these shelves back here, you know, like it's just like a really like cool experience to do something for yourself, you know, and instead of paying somebody else to do it, it's really cool to work on your own projects, you know, for your home. So I think people should do that too.
Yeah, I think it's something to try. Yeah, at least once. You know, just try something.
Just try it out.
Or you can also discover that you're not doing good at DIY things, and you respect the fact that you have to pay someone to do a thing that you yourself could not do. You know, it is a humbling experience for sure. I'm trying
also shrooms.
Actually, yeah, you guys should. It's a fun time.
I haven't tripped so much, but I mean, I have fun.
Make sure though you're like with a friend or partner that you're like real tight with. You know, for the first time at least. You know, if you decide to do more later, outside, that's your thing.
If it's cold outside, make sure you're in a warm environment.
I thought you were just gonna say in a warm, just
warm. Just warm. Just warm. But yeah, man,
mushrooms
are cool too.
Oh shit! I think anything else? I bet you'll think of something like after the fact, but I think those were pretty good ones, though. I think personally. All right, this one's. Name a video game you would star in. I feel like I have more than one, but for like different reasons.
I don't think that I could really answer that question because like my knowledge of video games is just like so sparse.
That doesn't matter. You've played some.
The only thing that pops up is like, you know, like Super Mario.
You wouldn't live in Stardew Valley and just farm.
Oh, yeah. Like all of these farming sims, like I'm totally in there.
Yeah, I would
like,
live in a
that
cozy
one-
game, maybe like Harvest Moon or Stardew
Oh my God.
Valley.
Yes. Right now I'm playing Cozy Grove, so I definitely be a little scout
Oh,
in
nice,
Cozy Grove.
cute.
I definitely for sure with my little scarf and my little glasses. Right now because it's winter.
I think I would live in Zelda not Breath of the Wild, the most recent Frontiers of the Kingdom, because I'll do exactly what I did in the video game and just fuck around.
Fuck around, just fuck around.
Build random machines for no fucking reason, go flying in the sky.
Yes.
Avoid all conflict if I really want to, and just fuck around. Because you can actually just run around the map, not fight us. I didn't fight a single thing in that game until after, people who play the game, there's these towers you have to unlock. I didn't fight a single, aside from like the tutorial island, which is just to show you like how to do certain things in the game. Aside from that, I didn't fight a single thing till I opened every tower.
Nice.
I just ran past stuff, or I glided on by. I was like, I don't feel like fighting anything right now. I'm just gonna unlock this whole map and just
I love that.
Fight a single thing.
I love that a lot.
A lot of people, some people like to go straight in and fight stuff. I'm like, I don't really need to right now.
I like that. I like that it's not strictly a combat game, you know, that you have the choice to sit it out.
Technically, to finish it, you do have to fight some stuff to achieve certain goals. I mean, it's interesting because when you finish the game, and I think people who have finished the game will know this, is once you finish the game, it sends you back to where the beginning of the level, of the final level, like the very beginning before you have to go fight Ganon. And it just puts a little star next to that save of when you finished. So the game knows that you have finished. But it's kind of clear that this game didn't have a real ending. It still feels like it's a very open world concept that you could go back and just do a bunch of random shit if you wanted to. But I finished the whole thing, and you could just go back and just, because there is no after credits, you just go back into the game after you finish. So I was like, I feel like they plan for it to just do what you want with the game, really.
I think, now that I think about it, like, you did say Stardew Valley, and like, although I was like, hell yeah, now I'm thinking like, maybe not, just because there's one aspect of the game that I fucking hate. Like, you have a curfew, right? So you got to be home by 2 a.m., no later. And if you're out there,
I'm not gonna lie, I've never played Stardew Valley.
Yeah. So that's the thing about it. If you're out there past 2 a.m., the game goes and you faint, you pass out, done. And like, you wake up in the morning, someone had to bring you home, and they steal from you.
Oh no!
I don't know the person. I don't think it's the person who takes you home, because I think it's like the medic, like the local medic. But like, you lose money. Like, if you have money, you're gonna lose some of it, and if you have product on you, you're gonna lose some
product on you. It sounds like a drug.
I don't know what's wrong with me today and my drug lingo. Can't like really like chill out until, you know, after 2 a.m. Not that I'm like that kind of person. I'm not on the streets at 2 a.m.
Well, so you don't want to be getting robbed, you know?
You know what I mean? I can't be out here and I have to pass out for them to bring me home, and I lose money and I lose my fruits and veggies. Are you kidding me? No. No.
You kidding me?
I'll pass, you know? Cozy Grove, it's more lenient, you know what I mean? Like, I don't even have to go to my tent to go to sleep. It. Yeah, start it. Let me know what you think, because it's pretty cute.
I do, cute. Man, I can't wait for this game to come out, because I feel like I would probably be in this world. Oh, maybe the kitty one. Sure. Little Kitty Big City. No, the Mika and the Witch's Mountain one, because it's like Kiki's delivery service, and it kind of looks like Wind Waker. It looks like a cute cozy game. I'm hoping it's a cute cozy game. Maybe that, because it's just just delivering things on a little broom. How cute! I love that'd be cute.
I love it for sure. Oh, and I started Witchy Life Story. It's very like point and click. You just like make potions for the people in the village.
Oh, cute.
You talk to them, and it's just like, it's very chill. Just a cute little time, you know. You're just like there making potions, being a witch.
I probably would pick cozy games. I mean, some adventure, like, I feel like Tears of the Kingdom would be enough adventure and fighting to get that part of me out. Like, okay, maybe I do want to fucking start some shit right now. You know, I'm gonna start some shit. I'd probably also say, like, if I was in The Sims, I'm not controlling them though, right? But if I was a Sim myself, I can build my own houses, right? Can I build my own buildings, like do all that shit?
I guess
if I was a Sim, if it was a real world, we would build our own houses as Sims, right?
I feel like yes. I feel like that's what you would do for sure.
I would still do Animal Crossing. It's still also a cozy game, and I would just. You're allowed to be a hoarder in that game, and I could just collect all the things that I feel like collecting.
Yes.
And I get to talk to cute little animal villagers.
No brainer. One thing I would hate though is the fucking roaches. I don't like the roaches in Animal
That's
Crossing.
only if you just don't play for a while. So I guess if I'm in the world, maybe I just don't try not to leave my home for too long. I guess. As much as I like playing scary games, I would never want to live in them, obviously.
Of course not. No, absolutely not. That's out of the question for me.
Would you do GTA?
Yeah,
I feel like I would and I wouldn't. I don't know. That's definitely a game if you want to. I feel like that's a game that you would just do if you want to be a troublemaker.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like I'm not that kind of person.
Pokemon Snap. It's the one where you take. Okay, so the original.
You just taking pictures, right? Right.
So the original one was on the N64, and I loved it. It was cute. They have a new one that I haven't finished. Actually, maybe I should finish it. It's on the Switch. But you just take pictures, and if you do certain things, and it makes them react to do another pose, and you take pictures. I don't know if I wanted to do real Pokemon because battling sounds like a lot. I mean, I guess I could just. Not everyone in the show technically battles. I mean, I could just be a person with a cute Pokemon and just go on adventures, I guess. I don't cute. Like I don't have to be an Ash Ketchum. I don't have to want to be a Pokemon master. I could just be a person with a Pokemon. So maybe I would do Pokemon, actually. See, I think living in cozy games with the occasional fun adventure, I guess.
Yeah, that's my vibe. That's definitely my vibe as well. Yeah.
What would be a game that you would never want to be in? I mean, I'm sure there's a lot, but BioShock. I feel like I would. Oh, no, wait. Dead Space. That would terrify me. Absolutely. Look up Dead Space.
I don't know Dead Space.
Look it up. It would terrify. I would shit my pants.
Survival game? I'm done. All I had to read was survival game. I don't need to be a part of
survival games, essentially. Yeah.
Survival horror game? No. I don't want to be that. The Last of Us? I don't need to be in that.
No, I don't need to be in that.
I don't need to be in that world. I don't need to do that. What else? What's the name of the
Alan Wake
that movie series?
Alan Wake scared the shit out of me too. See, scary stuff. Silent Hill. That was the original game that scared me.
I don't need to be in that. Good movie. Great movie. I don't need to be in the game.
Oh, the movie was fine, but
I really enjoyed that. For a horror film, for me, I don't watch horror. I don't watch like scary shit, and I like that movie.
I didn't know if it was scary. It was just kind of like Silent Hill. The game though was what scared me, so maybe that's what like. And the movie didn't really do that to me.
Terrify you much. Okay. Yeah, I don't need to be in that. I don't need to be in any like Resident Evil games.
Yeah. See all the killer. I feel like there's. Why do you have balloons? Why does it? Do I have to turn that on? Like Katie keeps having that happen to her too. Do I have to turn it? Whatever.
I don't know. Maybe it's an update or something.
Yeah, I feel like there's some people out there that are insane and would live in these games.
I don't need to do that. I just don't. You know. I feel like Fortnite is a fun game for people, but for me, it would stress me out.
Yeah.
I don't want to be in that either.
Yeah, like those kind of like shooter situations, even if it looks fun. Yeah, not really my thing either because I don't even really play shooters in general, let alone.
Yeah, it would stress me out. Oh, what was the game that we played with your friends while I was over there? It was like they were funny little characters, and it was really colorful.
It's called. We literally are about to Fall Guys. And it's
Fall
like little
Guys.
stages that you have to run through.
Yes.
That would stress me out. It stresses me out playing it.
I would be so stressed being one of those little things. I would no, not that one. No, I couldn't do it. So many. I have a list.
I feel like Mario games, like specifically, if I was able to just go around the worlds and decide if I wanted to pursue any of the villains, Mario Sunshine, I feel like would be sort of scary in real life, but also kind of fun. He basically has this water pack, and you have to clean up all the gross stuff. And all I would ever do is just clean up things and not fight anything, and then use the little water pack to jet, because you can fly with it. You could jetpack everywhere.
So fun.
And everyone on Delfino Island, they do this little dance. This is all they do. That's all they do.
Fun. I like that.
and it's like an island. You go to different parts of it, and I feel like it'd be tropical. I mean, yeah, I'm cleaning up stuff, but you know, that's kind of cute. And you're just like cleaning on the island.
Yeah, I like the Donkey Kong games from Nintendo back in the day.
Those would stress me out, though. I feel like.
Yeah. I like them a lot.
Remember, like, the mine cart? No, but to live in it, like, the mine carts, do you remember those levels where you had to, like, the cart trails would, like, be broken and you have to, like, jump in the cart?
Yes, actually. Yeah, maybe they would stress me out. But, like, I would be one of the monkeys, so, you know, I'd feel, like, somewhat powerful, you know? Like, because all of the monkeys, they have a little something going on.
That's true. But yeah, okay. Yes. Let's move on to our last one, and we're pretty much at it. Okay, our last get to know you is tell me an unwritten rule you follow or obey. I'll just say follow. I feel like obey is a very strong word.
Yes. An unwritten rule I follow. I feel like I have so many.
I can do the one that I always say that I do. When it comes to like mostly, actually, I guess to food and maybe experiences, it depends if I have the opportunity to do an experience more than once. But I try everything twice to make sure I hated it the first time. Especially with food. And sometimes there can be years between those tastings. Like maybe I had it when I was a kid and I didn't really like it. But you know, we all kind of our taste buds kind of develop as we get older, and then I'll have it later on. Like I still don't really like spiral ham. You know, like the ones you get the holidays. I tried it when I was a kid. Tried it when I was older. I was like, it's okay. Still not really my thing. There's other things that I used to like as a kid, like raisins. Now I hate them.
Oh, interesting. Really?
Yeah, I don't.
What changed your opinion?
I don't know. I just don't.
It was
like
just like
them
your palate.
I guess I just am not into them anymore.
Interesting. It's usually the reverse, isn't it? When like you don't.
I know
like,
kids didn't like raisins. Even if, unless it's like just completely rancid for whatever reason, then yeah. But I try to do foods, especially like twice, just because sometimes you maybe got it at a place that just doesn't have the best preparation of whatever dish that was. And maybe you try it later and you're like, okay, all right.
Yeah. I feel like I kind of try things several times.
I mean, I feel like kind of same. I think I at least do it twice, though. At least do it twice.
Yeah.
Like,
okay.
I'm not like a one, because I feel like people will eat something and they're like, no, I never, and they won't ever touch it again, like in their life. And they're like super stubborn about it. And I get liking your likes and stuff, but it also is just, I just feel like things change. And also, especially with food, because certain ingredients can be used into a dish that tastes way better than the thing by itself.
For sure.
I feel like a lot of people who aren't really experienced in cooking just like will see a tomato or an onion, but and be like, never touch it ever again. But it's like, but sometimes they're just good base for stuff. Like, and sometimes those things are chopped up super small. You don't even notice them necessarily. Yeah.
No, for sure. I think like, I guess when it comes to food, since we're talking about it, I feel that I never let my nose dictate if something is good. I feel like there's like a lot of people who, and like although like it makes sense, you know, because like we're all gonna smell something and like be like,
Well, it also is
determined
kind
that
of
it's good.
connected to your taste buds
It
a little
is.
bit in its way.
It is for sure, but I feel like let's take something like kimchi, right? Kimchi doesn't smell the best. I think that something like that, you know, let's say like you're smelling like a certain fish or whatever, and like it doesn't smell the best. It might taste better though, you know? So I feel like I never really let my nose tell me if something is good or not. I'll just kind of like go in. Like if my eyes are looking at it and it looks good, I'm gonna go in.
I've never had it, but I feel like a pretty common example of that is durian fruit. I've never had it, but I know a lot of people that like it. But I also know it's supposed. I've never even been around a durian, to be honest, so I really don't know what the smell is like. But apparently it's really bad. But some people like it. To eat.
It's one of those. In terms of so I'll listen to an album twice to really, like, at least twice to really see if I enjoy it. Like if there's like and straight through too, like no skips. Like I will like listen to it from top to bottom the first time, and then I'll be like, okay, and then I'll have to listen to it again to really like hone down if I really enjoy it.
I feel like I give shows at least like a few episodes, you know, not just like the first episode. Like I give shows like the like a few episodes to really like to see if there's potential at the very least. I just feel like sometimes shows don't, depending on what the story is, like maybe the first episode's supposed to be a little slower to get into other stuff, you know, shit like that, you know.
I feel like I tend to like, if I'm not really loving, if I'm not obsessed, I tend to kind of like leave shows, you know, after a few episodes.
So you have
or after
to be
like the first
obsessed
season
with something.
Like, I have to be like, I have to be obsessed for me to like really binge.
I think that's also my thing. I think I've talked about this before. I don't have an obsessive personality, like, at all.
Yeah.
So I don't know necessarily what that's like.
I think I always just want to be in my feelings. So I think the number one thing that really gets me is if I cry, you know, and I'm a crier, so I'm just gonna cry for a lot of stuff. But if it drives that emotion in me and like makes me just like shed a few tears, I'm all over it. I'm all over it. That's like one of the number one elements that gets me obsessed. Like I want emotion. I want good writing. I want good writing and some tears. You'll get me. I'm right on the train. I'm not letting go. I'm not coming off. I'm staying on the whole time.
Okay.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
All right.
That'll do it for me.
We gotta wrap it up.
Yes.
Yeah, I had, you know, just a couple of little conversational questions, just to get to know some random stuff about us, I guess.
This was fun.
You can find us on Spotify and YouTube, both video and audio, 30's Dirty Thoughtin. And then we also have Instagram and TikTok and an email that we never get messages at.
But we have it.
But we have it. Just being silly gooses today. The silliest of gooses. Geese. There's two of us. Geese. Just geese.
Just geese is fine. Geese.
Yeah, I think that's it.
Yeah, guys. See you on the next one. Or hopefully another silly goofy time, maybe.
Bye. Balloons.